it was all so blurry. The first thing I noticed was that Jesse was a chick. I'd press one button and Cloud wouldn't stop hitting him. He just wouldn't stop hitting him. What do I remember? I was watching the trailer for GTA 5. Where we at with that? Okay, so in the past 20 years, a lot has happened. They just caught me up in the back. And besides my family cat starting its own Instagram account, things are looking pretty good. Looking good. I've got to get a couple things off my chest. I don't want to come across as ungrateful. The gaming world is actually incredible. The studios nowadays are 10x the size they used to be. That's 10x the brain power, 10x the art direction, 10x the music composers. So why does everything feel so generic? And that brings us into the first point. Ladies and gentlemen, or probably just gentlemen, we've entered the generic age. The idea of a huge open world RPG used to really jibble my giblets. I imagined huge incredible lands with Pokemon roaming free. Every asset on the world map having a deep and unique lore, but still connecting to the universe. Instead, these huge lands and areas feel empty. In Final Fantasy VIII, you stumble across Cactuar Island, and there was just enough there to get our imaginations firing on all cylinders. The island closest to heaven had our minds doing backflips. Now, there are so many intricate details, every little bit of trivia is handed to us like corporations getting tax breaks. So then I ask myself, the creation of games is an art. Art mirrors reality. So if this is a reflection of our reality in 2025-26, what does that tell us about our society today? Have we become that formulaic? Look, I was in a coma for 20 years. I'm just gonna be real. Music was better back then. Movies were better. And when I say better, I don't mean the polish. Movies and video games today completely decimate the realm of graphics and quality. I just mean, and this is gonna sound cheesy, the soul. We've turned every form of media into a spreadsheet. Here's the blueprint for what brings in the most profit. The numbers show that people despise turn-based systems now. Completely remove it. But sir, turn-based systems have been the fabric of the franchise for over 3 decades. I said remove it. I can't blame them 100% though. These huge budgets they spend to produce these games, I'd get a little nervous too if the stat said 51% prefer action-based combat. Yo, corporations gone corporate. So I booted up my PS2, it was still plugged in, and somehow my rent had been paid for the past 20 years too. And it just reminded me why I fell in love with these games. Turn-based battles had a unique layer of pressure. It was like playing chess. If I revived this character, the bad guy will use his AoE attack. 20 years ago, there were quirky towns that were only 3 screens big, but felt larger than life. Nowadays, we're running for 10 minutes past dead NPCs, buildings we can't interact with. What is the point? This door is locked. This path is blocked. All of these obstacles give an extremely frail illusion of freedom. Remember how I said art mimics reality? Well, RPGs today have nailed it. I can climb a mountain, cross a river, wander into a forest, but at the end of the day, the game decides where I can go, what I can do, who I can talk to. I can't truly forge my own path. Just like in life, the illusion of choice is comforting, but it's still someone else's map. In life, we build invisible walls for ourselves, not locked doors, not NPCs blocking our path, but thoughts, rules we think we have to follow. I shouldn't do this and I can't try that. Or even, it's more profitable to go with this option. This genericness that appears in our games today is studios playing it safe. Look, I'm just a humble man from the year 2005. But what I've noticed is this net of safety that has appeared everywhere. Where we had punk rock bands, emo clothing, Soulja Boy Tell'em, different cliques with different identities, all bringing unique ideas to the table. It's all been replaced with this surgical, perfect, formulaic design. A design that maximizes gross revenue. We carry a cage in our own minds, telling us what's safe, what's expected, what's allowed. And the craziest part is completely optional. No one put those bars there but us. We went from a world of 1,000 colors to 50 shades of grey. Just look around. The most common clothing choice is black. Black conveys professionalism and authority. But as social creatures, why do we instinctively emphasize these traits? Lighter colors are associated with openness and approachability, qualities we might naturally gravitate towards as humans. Instead, it seems we are suppressing aspects of ourselves. Could these invisible walls have something to do with it? We all went from dreaming like Tidus in 2002 to accepting I'm an NPC with the occasional line at best. Now again, I'm just a humble boy from the year 2000 fizzle. But my take on the world today, Final Fantasy taught me that heroes could be flawed, towns could be alive, but somewhere along the way, society perfected the formula, and in the process, we perfected conformity.